Schauen wir uns echt dazu, was darf Tzadik Chesam mit Alef. In nicht mal gibt was wir schreiben wie ist so geschrieben beim Israel as Shimon ben Yitzchak. Sagt die Gemara, right after the mission about say. Ein neuesten Dweile begreugeres the Teich Merais. That's the Lashon HaMishnah. Not supposed to put because you have the Truma, the Dweile and the Greugeres the Teich Merais into fish juice. Tony, neuesten Dweile begreugeres the Teich Merais. So a Braise, and the Braise steht that you're allowed to do it. Kederech. Shenoisen tablet. Spices are permitted to put in, spices of Truma are permitted to put into this Merais. So here it says in the Mishnah that you can't put in Truma itself, the Dveila Groiges, into Merais, because you have the Truma. But the spices is derech bekach, and because it's derech bekach, it's not going to be ma'abed. That's not considered ma'abed the truma. Ma'abed the truma is shloi kederech. But if you do it kederech achila, that's muter. Bavad shloi yischatet, shouldn't squeeze it out. Lohoitzi meimehem, to take out the water. What does that mean? Zog the Pnei Moshe. Anamad Aleph. Tani b'tesefta perik test. This brayse the Gemara is bringing is a tesefta. Upligi amas listen. The Tani. Our Mishnah says noisen the veilu v'goyge the Teich HaMerais kederech shen noisen the Teich Sha'atav. The brayse in tesefta says it's permitted. Kederech shen noisen the Teich Sha'atav neshel truma losses beitam. You have a truma, and the truma is a spice. All the various different types of spices. It's permitted to put it into a spice, even though it's ma'abed. And for the Gemara, Ubavad, Shaloi Schatet Lohitzi Meimeyem, you could do it. Velite Meimeyem, it's interesting. So I learned Pshat here in the Gemara, that here we're talking about Tavlin, and that's Derech Bekach, and in the Mishnah is talking about not Tavlin. What does the Pnei Moshe say? That's nicht gerecht. He says, a pligi, Amas listen. The Mishnah steht doch als was, ein Neusten, and du steht doch the Preis, as Neusten. Sagt the Pnei Moshe doesn't care if it's Tavlin, your Tavlin, nicht Tavlin. Sagt das Machlokes. Ubavad, sagt the Pnei Moshe weiter, Anom mit Beis, tap, on the right side, Vachi Schatet Lohitzi Meimeyem, Velite Meimeyem, the Teich HaMerais, even if you can take this Tavlin, but there's a water left over, and that water you're going to spill out, you can squeeze it out, and then you should ischatu, and you no klum, then imtze ma'aved as a truma. Once you squeeze it out from this tablet, where you put in the tablet into the Merayis, and now you take over, you separate the water from it, that's already has no purpose, has no tafkid, and you throw it away. That's the called sid ma'aved truma, even when you're doing it with a tablet, with a spice. Look at my folder. My folder down over there is on the left side. Watch your schate, but must listen now. Maybe say the mighty, the Chumash Gesafte. The Mishnah is also talking when you say schate. He's talking when you squeeze it out. That's why he's saying mutter. But if not, he's making up shorter than my folder saying not pshat because it's tablan. He's saying because the Mishnah is talking about the soichton. You took out the water, and you took out the water to make yamabit because the water has no purpose. And this Braise, this Hefter, is talking about the ilm, you want Misakadis. So he's learning there's no machlokes, it's a different operation here. Look to Rash Shirila, Amar Aleph here on the left column on the bottom, 5 lines on the bottom. No, it's not on the way to go to the tablet. So where is this? This Braise and this Hefter, Dr. Rash Shirila, is talking about Shvius, Misnayu. So if it's talking about Shvius, and here we're talking about Truma, what's the Shaykhs, one to the other? But the Sefter Shvius, Vachim Meisler Gabe Truma, so the Asherilla is Albedin. The Bekulu, Sai by Truma, and Sai by Shvius, the Shinon, Veloy Hefsid, by Shvius, the Lachlo, Veloy Hefsid, you have to eat the pay Shvius, but you can't be Mafsid the pay Shvius, you can't do any Geschäft with it, no business. V'choladin and Atzma, Shishrin Gabe Shvius, Alle Dienen, Zog the Asherilla, was Lenza by Shvius, Hefsid, Veloy all those Dienen, Shenui Nami B'Tesefta Gabe Truma. Salav Zen Gleich, Azoi Zog the Asherilla, You say the halta say, but akapon does look the aserilas the bazach the matter. That's why he's more making the heckers than yafim over there. Omid beis look at that. Abavad shleischate lo hitzi meimeyim. The afish is soichton. Once you're going to separate this tavlin from the groigers, mashlichon ma'aved oichle truma. That's considered ma'aved. Truma, you're throwing away some part of this concoction which you put in now the tavlin together with the groigers. You put it all together now, and now you have some part you're throwing away, but truma tomesh aveglav. Zog the Gemara weiter. Betavlin muter shikachu malachton. Zog the Rasirila betavlin shel truma muter v'soichton la'ashlichon shekeni darken. Oh, noch a chiddush. So mehr ungelernt bis jetzt pshat is betavlin is muter. Why is tavlin muter? Because tavlin is darker bekach. In other words, this whole idea to put the groigers together with the merayas in the Mishnah Shleitach Asa Osa, because that's a Mahabit, and now the Gemara is saying because tavlin is mutter, because tavlin that's derech bekach, it's like that in the Rasirila, Lashlich and Shkei Nedaki. You're allowed to throw it away because that's the derech to throw it away. When there's tavlin, because tavlin is only a spice, so something is always left over that you can throw away. Zog the Gemara weiter. Tzroy tavlin. Tavlin was the derech, what they did with tavlin, they take a spice, they put it into a bag, tzroy, like zusammen in a pushke, and that you put that tzroy, that basket, you put into a tafshel, you put into a pot. You take it out when there's enough time, when the cook thinks there's enough time, he takes out the tzroy, schlept out the tam, and he puts into a different kedei. In bottle tam mutter v'im la bos. Bottle tam mutter v'im la bos. What's meant? It's like the Moshe Zok. Shekachu melachton, sheken darken shenoisten oyster less white line. This tafshul eaten tam. Ba'api she'achar sheyotzeh tam mehem ein ruim v'nishlochim hein. Even though you have to put the tam in there, it's no more use for the tam. You have herbs that give off tam. You have tam, you put it into a soup. You put where you put into. So after it gives off the tam, it does what it has to do. It gives the spice in it. You throw it away. That's not a problem because that's derech bekach. So the whole idea of tunish ma'avzayin the truma is not never, it's not bekach, it's not nechel bekach, and you're doing it in a way which is not the derech. That's also tavlin. That's the derech. Those is mutar. They learn to play Moshe. Therefore, tzroy tavlin shel truma. You have a little basket of tavlin. You put it in, and when it's finished, you think it has enough time in there. You take it out and you put it into the next kedera. The roots of the tavlin, not the tavlin itself, because that disintegrates, but the roots itself, kimin siroi, into a bag, with kesha, you tie it up, and you still you have to take it out, it's finished. Like this in weiter. In bottle tam or bikadera, rishoina mutter, what's mean mutter? Mutter hakadera shniya l'zorim. Why? Because no more tam. The tam of the truma is what's asing here, the first kedera, because they're putting a tam of truma. If there's no more tam, even though you put in this kesher of tavlin, the second kedera, this mutter should kavar ein boy tam truma. There's no tam truma. B'im lav also it's also because of tam. I'm missing what's the chiddush over here in the plain box. Tam kicker, you put in a tam. It's not a tam for truma. Truma asus. That's the portion. It's no special din of truma. The tam should be also what?
How do you know?
I know what.
That all the times that.
The what?
That's
the question. They take a kaveda. The kaveda has to tell me how it is. Take a Yisrael, and he has to, a Kohen, he's got to take it. Okay. So that Zok Tazoi. Zok the Menaful on the left side of the left white line. Bottle Tamoy. Michweist Kedera Hashniya Hatzra Mutluzon. And the second one is mutter because no more time. Zog the Rasirila. What?
Man, they have these bags that you can put in different.
Yeah.
So you put in soup.
Yeah.
The mesh bag.
Yeah, it's like a tea. You know, a tea. When you have a bag of tea, you have these someone in the tea. You slap those together. This mamish what is it? Okay. Bottle tamei mutter. The zorim. But then, what does it mean? The zorim. We're talking about truma. What does he have to say? The zorim. Basically, shvim la belashidan yesh boi tam also the zorim. It's also the zorim. Zog the Gemara weiter. Ma beino the vein sheves. Was the nafke minute for the Gemara to this tavlin that we're talking about and Shabbos? Was a Shabbos? What is the Shabbos? Was a Shabbos? So Shabbos, so the Rav and the Batanura, they all say here that Shabbos is a minyarik. It's a minyarik. I bought a picture of Google. Google has a picture. They say they don't know exactly what it is, what kind of yerek it is. Article says it's dill. I look at the article. Google, this is like that. This is the Google picture. It's like a seed inside there. That gives that a towel. Huh? Good?
Yeah, it's unbelievable today.
It's not, yeah, all of the Yerushalmim like something yerek, but this is Google. Huh? What? Huh?
Doesn't look good green to me.
Shabbos is honest?
What? Honest, yeah. You'll see it, actually. Akaponim. Answer, yeah. Anito, that's Google, that's Anito, yeah.
Anito is mint, no? Anito is mint.
I can't tell you close what it is, I'm just telling you. Okay, so let's see now. But definitely one thing is clear, that it's a type of spice, okay? It's not a machal, it's a spice. So look at that. Ma beino lebein Shabbos. What's the nafka? What says? Like ein toni megalent in a Mishnah Nuksin hashabbos shenosan tam b'kedeira ein bo mishum truma ve'ein betam tumas lechem. At least they do in the Mishnah in Nuksin. That's the last parak in Nuksin, the third parak in Nuksin. So what's nicht? Why it's a chatam? If it's truma, why do we say ein bo mishum truma ve'ein betam tumas lechem? And for the Gemara, this is like a phrase in the Gemara. It even says Mishlecha Noslecha. The item is not also, it's only Midrabanan. So the Rabbanan said it's also, and Baal the Rabbanan said it's also. They also tell you how it's also. Kidain Hoye Shaloi Tetamer Tumbasaychla. Loilam, this Shabbos is not a machal. It's interesting, right? Because how do you understand that by saying you have spices, herbs? Go to the garden and take out a spice. The chefs, they go in, they take out the spice, like it on in the zip, yeah? This is a machal, it's not a machal. Flash is a big verstand, this is a machal. This is a type of spice. This is a grober zach, this is a grober zach. But a kapon is a machal. Shei do Allah is a wissen, if I say, that the Shabbos is bechal nishka machal. It's not a machal. The Flash stated in the Mishnah, a Shabbos shenosan tam b'kedei, ain't b'mishum truma. Even though it gives a tam, but it's not a machal. It's not a machal, it's b'nishtok and truma. Ve'enim etam etum esloichon. Kidein bedin hoye shloit etam etum esloichon. Mit der Reis is etam etum esloichon. So it's kan din von a machal. Ve'hein omu kum le chachamim shit etam etum esloichon. The Chacham said, sot adin v'tum esloichon. Ve'hein omru, as I'm gesagt, aber mikiven shenas netam b'gedeira bottle. You put a tam b'gedeira, it's bottle. There's no more tume and there's no more truma. Zogt the Pnei Moshe. Muter HaKedeira, Hashni L'Zorim, Shekwa Ein Boi Tam Truma, V'imlav Osin is not this Osin. And why does he have to tell me this, about this is also only for Azab? Because of the Shabbos. Ma Bein Bein Shabbos. The Loi Kein Toni B'Perik Gimel Uksin. That's the Perik in Uksin, HaShabbos into Belaz, Mish and Osin Tam HaKedeira, this Shabbos, this spice, puts the Tam into Kedeira, Kwa Ein Boi Mishum Truma. Why? Because if it gives the time, it's a lady, it's expired. There's no more time. Now you schlep out the spice, and you put it under the kedera. It's not also for azab, meaning there's no isa truma here. It's also not metama. Shuftu mesaychon. Why? Because when it has the time, it's also out truma, and it's also out the machal truma. Mishan osin tamer like choshev. Once he gave the time. Heis nish kanoichel. Calls man and gives the time. Hotas Hashem oichel. It looks like that this is only with the Rabbanon. V'mai tzorech kan sheyei bottle tamei legamri. Why do you have to have a bittul in ganze of the time? V'lo yisagim is shenosan ezu tam b'kedei l'shoyne k'moi gabe Shabbos. What's that for? The ganze zach could be etwas. The vadai afilach shenosan ezu tam ma'iri the kwa ein boi mishum truma. Even once he gave off a little bit, there's no more truma. Lo kitoni behedje b'ein mitam tum esaychlen. Ul'inyan tume pshita hi lo yichoshev oichel lacha sheyotze mixes tam. It's not. I don't know how he knows this, but look, once mixes tam is out, so maybe it's no more considered a machel. It's no more considered a machel, even though mixes tam. That's enough to cancel out the truma. You can't do it in the truma. How Pnei Moshe knows this, that the mixes, not the mixes, are shaytach in the Gemara. So as you know, it's Weissach. Oh, so this is the kasha for the Gemara. And for the Gemara, Mishani, the Osam Mishachon, Osam Lecho, this is only the Rabbana, Kloime. That, hey, Masha Hashev is Mitam Tumis Eichlin, the Shev is spice. And Pshita the Gemara is learning, and the Mishnah is learning, there's not Mishkan Shem Machel. It's only why does it have Mitam Tumis Eichlin, the Shev is? Why is the spice Tomei? Einay Elu Mishum Chumris Chacham V'yamet. It's a chumru chachamim. Ba'alma, it's not a gesser kula. Dibedin hoyesh loy titamatum esoichlin. Why? The lav oichel mamishu. Again, I'm not sure ba'alma and mamish what exactly he's emphasizing here, but akapon sinishken oichel in ganzen nicht. Even though you could eat it, right? People eat spices. Well, they don't eat the spices. Straight not. Okay, it's not derech b'ka. Yeah, okay, that's what he means. Okay. But I never chapped the spice in Shkamachah. But me, a spice in Shkamachah. It's not tumah. It's not bekabel tumah. If you have enough spices, why is it not a spice bekabel tumah?
Don't eat it by itself.
Oh yeah, okay. There's a lot of things that you don't eat by yourself. What was?
It's made the tongue.
Made the tongue. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. What? Yeah, that's what he's saying. Okay, sishka. Okay. Bim kain hey momru v'hei. I'm just saying it's something which you don't think about it like that, huh? What? Tea also, someone. Imkain, hey momru v'hei noimim. The mekivin shenos an eze tam b'kadeira. Put a little time in the kadeira. Kvan is battle who v'loy choshev klum. A little time was already out. You know, it doesn't have the same potency. Like you take a tea bag. You know, you can make 20 teas. You can make one tea. It's made to make one tea. Etwas aros. It doesn't have any tumah. Loyin time. Loyin tumah. Loyin time. B'lochim ma'ili. Do that's chazal. B'tzror shel mina yirokes. You took a tzror, a bag, from different vegetables. Shem oichel. But suyin lost the size of the tavlin. Now if you have yirokes, it gets more complicated. You have vegetables. That's a vegetable, but it's also made for a tavlin. And you put it into the tzror. The toicha tavshel should be kedera. The fikach achi hey bottle time in the gamni. This Yirokas, and now you're using the Yirokas for tamim, right? There's thousands and thousands of different vegetables. And using now this for a split, you're using it for tamim, so then you need bottle tamim. The oz aim boy mishum trumet. Even though it's a yerek. And even though the yerek has chadim for truma without the din of a tavlin. About now using the yerek for a tavlin is yamel to the din that if the ganze tamen is though, then was this bottle. A regular spice, it has to be the spice. A little bit of the spice was bottle. You don't have the tam as strong as you had it before. So hotish can do for a machal anymore. Ma'ashen can if you have a yerek and you're using the yerek for a tavlin. So now it has to be bottle legamri. That's the chilik that the Pnei Moshe is making over here. Lefik actually bottle tamen legamri b'kedei l'rishoina. The oz aim by mishum truma. Why? Because really it's the yerek. No, you can bring now the yerek into a spice. For a spice, and if it has a din for a spice, then when the whole time goes away, otherwise, then it's mutter, but otherwise it's also because it's still a yerek. So they're not fooled.
It's interesting, and the way to play Moshe doesn't say Meforish in this price or Truma. It just talks about Truma. And
the price in Uxen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we have in our Gemara? The Lashon is Shevesh.
The Gemara is using it for this. The Gemara is using it.
Truma, but it sounds like it's quoting.
Let's see the Mishnah. It's a Mishnah. Said in the Mishnah, Hashavas Mishanos and Tama Bekedeiro Aim Boy Mishum Truma. It has Truma. Why? But once it gives a Tama to Kedeiro, is Aim Boy Mishum. It was the Shabbos was a spice, and once it gives it Aim Boy Mishum Truma, Aim Tama to Masaychel. Hashavas looked at Batanura. Batanura Zachem has a click with Google. Yeah, looked at Hashavas Min Yeraku. V'chein Shmoy Be'avi Ubalaz into.
Not Moshe.
Huh?
And Moshe holds it's just a tablet.
It's a tablet, yeah. But that's what this is. It's a yerek. He says a yerek. And yerek, he's not calling it a tablet. He's not calling it a tablet. He's calling it a yerek. Like the Pnei Moshe is explaining this. We're talking, a yerek is used now as a spice, so therefore it has to become bottle legami, otherwise it has an infinite yerek. So, but you see over here in Isaac that if you take a yerek and you use the yerek as a spice, so demos it loses the din of yerek, it's not the din via tablet.
no one would eat it anymore, even as a yerek. You wouldn't eat it anymore because it's
I guess, okay. Zogt the maful, look the maful azay. Like Kain Tony, besides Vuksin, right, the second narrow line. Ebam shum b'sheves mishum truma mutaz lezodim ve'enim metam tumas oichlin. She'ein lo din oichel. Doesn't have a din of an oichel. I don't know where the Askal get us. Dill is really a little bit different. Dill is like, like it's mayonnaise or mustard. People eat that, they're eating the mustard, they're just eating the, something with the mustard. But they're eating the mustard. But they learned the pshat. I know where you got it from. Huh? But dill, the dips today, the business of dips, they're eating the dips, not the pshat. Is eating the food with the dip. They're eating the dip with the food. You know what I mean?
90%
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I know why he says it's a dill. Where he got it from. Okay, but Hashna Makshashas, Hashna Tzor Tavlin Misheves. What's the difference of Tzor of Tavlin Misheves? Shezeh Nami Lachash Nosan Tam B'Kadeira Shoyna Yemuta Kamay B'Sheves. What's the difference? So now the Pnei Moshe explains by Sheves it's a Tavlin itself. So once a little bit is expired, there's no more. It's finished. Already. Masha ain't came, but Tzor Tavlin. There's a Yerek. Is Yerek that now using for a Tavlin. So there it has to be Bottle Gambi. Zogt the Gemara, zogt the Vayt Mishlocho, Nosn Locho, Kloima, was meint es? Hoslam B'Sheves, Kol Ma Shetzich HaChacham Meshifim Tchilut, Tam L'Kadeira, Ein El Chumre D'Rabbanon, the Min Adin Lo Yitzor Klal, because the Sheves is only a spice and it's not Matam at all, because it's not a Shem Machel, Nimtzaz, Kshitiru Oisoi, when the Chum were mated, Lachash Nosn Tam, Mishlocho Yitiru. They mated, the Chum gave you a pass. Hoyu B'Lavochi Mutaru, L'Cho, Sheina Ela Eitz B'Yamel. Bin Adin, this Tavlin, once it gets out the spot, is only an Eitz B'Yamel. It's like a piece of horse, the Gornish. It's not also as Truma, Nish as Truma. I feel the Kodesh and Osan Tam L'Kadeira, it shouldn't be Osa, because it's an Eitz B'Yamel, it's only a Tam. A Tam is not Osa. It's not a Machal. Ve'enim Tam Tum Esoichel, Sheina Oichel, El Shechacham Amamyu, the Cham Gezor, Kodesh and Osan Tam L'Kadeira, before you put in the Tam to the Kadeira, Shetei Metamu, Shemoichel, B'Tes the Tam, it's only the Rabban. Ve'heinu Amru, Nami, so the Chum gesagt there is it, and they also said the heter. Shach kach mutter ve'enim etam. Once it expires, it expires. Already. Mashen can throw the tavlin when you have a bag of tavlin. Shemedina also, meaning there's a yerek. So medina that's also calls mashesh by tam shein oimid lachila raklitin tam shezeu malachto. It's a yerek with a malachto now for a tam. The fika calls man sheetin tam. As long as it gives a time, even though it's not the same strength that you had before, and it's something less, it's still also. Why? Because Betzim was a Yerek. But the figure, like Omru, by Nami, should be time to Messiah, and Shen, I made La Achila. Okay, boys, I just want to say something about Eingefallen by Shabbos Day, Vayivorch Elikim es Yom HaShvi, Vayikadosh Oiseh. What's the Pshat Vayivorch Elikim es Yom HaShvi, Vayikadosh Oiseh? What's meant this? Dr. Rashi in Chumash, in Pasha Bereshis, Borchli B'mon, the Eibishter that eingegeben in the Bria, a Broche von Mon, shall call you Mois Shabbos, the ganze Woche, Hoi Yoyred, you came in the Mon, Oimel Gegoydes, the Beshishi Lechemisha, that's with Broche. The Broche is, on the Yom HaShishi, there was 2 portions of the Mon. Das heißt Borche. Bei Woche kim is Yom HaShvi, was heißt, ich gebe Broche in the Yom HaShvi, als es gefallen 2 Mal in Yom HaShishi, gefallen 2 portions. What does that mean? That's the Broche in the Shvi, it falls in Shishi, it falls twice. It's a Broche for Shishi, and Shishi, that's 2 Mal. What's the Pshat? The Kitshoi B'mon, was heißt, bei Woche kim is Yom HaShvi, Vayikadosh Oiseh, was the Kedusha, Shelo Yored B'mon Klal. Du gefallen 2 Mal. And du nicht gefallen gut nicht. Yom HaShishi gefallen 2 Mal. That's the bracha for the Shabbos. And the Kedusha of Shabbos is, and the Shabbos fällt nicht. So what's the pshat? Monashoy. Is the Mon Kedusha? Is it a bracha or not a bracha? If it's a bracha, then where's the Mon? Shabbos is not a Mon. What's Titzel? And this is only happened only 40 years. After the 40 years, it's going to come on. So it's the ganze Welt, the ganze Bris Oilam, die Baruch Hoyes Vayikadosh Oiseh, was it jetzt? What's going on now? What's going on before? So der Kasha fake the Sifsei Chum. Im Toimer, Ma'azu Brocha. What do you call this a Brocha? Ole Mikri Brocha Ele Im Hoyi B'Shabbos Yoyse Mishayom. A Brocha is it's in the Shtogonish in the Wochen. Now, there's on Shabbos, there's more. It would be that 2 times would fall on Shabbos, but we're going to bracha. The fact that it falls 2 times on Friday, that's a bracha in the Shabbos. That's the pshat. And even what's fell on Friday, there was only one portion for Shabbos. The Shabbos is gleich. What's it, the bracha? It's gleich. We ate it. No, it happened the day before. Yirושלמי, so the Sibs Chacham said, the man, I'll come out all of them before and much is with them. The man she yored amon b'chol yoim u bracha u ksiv vayikadesh shekotshi b'mon shelo yored b'klal v'filu hochi bochoi b'bichas amon. Was heißt? Also fällt nicht, jetzt fällt nicht. Shabbos ist ein Schlo. Ki mekol mokim b'shishi nicht beloi b'chosoi. In other words, bei Woche kim es yom hashvi the pshat selbe bracha von der ganze Woche it on Shabbos. Wie the bracha? Was fällt 2 Mal in Yom HaShishi, 2 times in Yom HaShishi. That's why you have the bracha for Shabbos. Bracha like poske b'chosoi. Bracha means that the bracha was not nifsar. That's a chiddush. In other words, not the pshat Shabbos was something special. No, Shabbos was the same thing like the whole week. It's the Do'amon. And the one is the Shabbos Oichel, be the Shabbos of Yom HaShishi. So what's the bracha? The bracha is look the Zelba bracha. Don't think there's no bracha on Shabbos in the month. Where's the month? No, it's the month for Shabbos. You have it on Shishi. Yirושלמי, that's one pshat. Yirושלמי, bracha b'mon pirish shlo yisriach. The mon could have been Masriach. So Rima loy hoyse, but every whole week they be mind leave over the mon. It's Masriach. Shabbos, the Shishi is loy Masriach. That's the bracha. So b'shah yom, hoy moise Masriach. ודובר תמוה בעיניי שבשביל יריד סמון שהוא לזמן מויד היינו מהם שומע יכתב הכוסף במעשה בראשית ויבורך ויקדש. Then he comes back to this kasha. What does it mean? The whole Zman Habriya is Borche on the Shabbos Bracha because it fell 40 years it fell on Shishi. That's called the Bracha on Shabbos. Zogt the Sifsa Chom Kavana Zeh Hadrash Hashem Yisborach Kiddush Hashem HaShabbos Shelo Lases Boi Dovim Mitzroiche Olam Hazeh Kei Melocha Masa Matan Hilach Adibay Mechol the all the Sachen which with the Torah Rabban and Asid V'lav dafka v'mon hoya bracha v'kedusha v'loi b'zman ma'chedin and b'chol Shabbos v'Shabbos HaKadosh Baruch Hu Omer and I'm going to take a pshat lo v'yalai v'ani pereya v'shayir bracha v'kedusha v'nokad mon l'fi shirinu b'neinu hanes hagodol shehamimiyid lo yichse l'fi sheb'zman habriya lo hoya shoym v'Shabbos v'yoylam she'adayin lo nistavu l'fikar mesayim Rashi v'omer Shamika Nema Hashem Osid. She Yishmu B'nei Yisrael HaShabbos. The bracha is in the Yom HaShishi. Adaibish gave into the Bria that whatever you need for the Shabbos, you have it in the Yom HaShishi. You don't see it now. It's not here. It's talking about in the Mon. Ma'aseh Bereishis, Vayvorach Vaykadosh Vayisai. But it's in Hashem Osid. But in the Bria already you have in the Yom HaShishi you have the bracha of the Shabbos Yom HaShishi. Look the Eibish Lovi Alive Ani Pereya. Because for lots of me, then I'll make sure you can have for Shabbos. That's something my father was always used to quote the Torah. By the Kabbalah, people would say, he said, "Lavi Alayim Ani Hashalim." So he wrote the famous Torah. He wrote to his father, "Mi shein leim kaseh da'asana for Shabbos. Hatushke kaseh da'asana. See if you can go borrow." But those who say "Lavi Alayim Ani Hashalim," this will be only when you have Shabbat Kesef. You have nothing. Then the Kesef is going on. Then he says, "Say Shabbat Chol about the Tach Lebiyas." So when you say Lav Ani Shalom, you have Nechosim, but you don't have right now to go into the store and pay for the Machal Shabbos. So look the Eibush Lav Ani Shalom because the Hostach Geld. But if you have nothing, then I say Shabbat Chol. That's the answer to this Gemara. So look the Pshadu, the Sifsei Chomer, as this is the ganze Bria from the Yom HaShishi. You live in the Bria, the Kedusha, and because of the laws of the Eibush. Now you don't have those Shabbos. So Mele stellt sich aus, das ist doch schon in der Bria von damals, ich bin in der Bria, der Eibisch sagt die Haftoche, als hier in der Mitzvah ist, kannst du verlassen auf mir. Hier ist nicht in der Mitzvah, kannst du geschlossen auf mir. Das ist der Brache von der Mashiach. I was always thinking, the Lechem Mishnah, Etzem Mechaber doesn't put the Lechem Mishnah, it has to be a ganze Brot. That's only the Ramah says, you have to make it ganz. But the word Lechem Mishnah comes from Zeichel Amon, we make a Zeichel for the Amon, because it's one Zaimol. 2 portions, 2 portions. Wie steht that had to be ganz? Yeah, but you kept this. We kept this. Where does it come from? That's a daf sign tzveigan. And you have Pesach, you have the gold stuff. Unless a prusa, you put prusa in here. You got a prusa Yirושלמי. The etzem zach that has to be a shalom is only coming from Gemara and brachas because it says din the bracha daf hom a shalom. That's the bracha. But it's etzem lechem mishnah that you have to have a shalom.